Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Vishaka Mishra and today I'm going to discuss NCERT Class 6 Geography, chapter number 1, Earth and the Solar System. In this chapter, we'll be knowing about celestial bodies in the sky, the sun, the moon, and the planets. So without any further delay, let's start. Okay, so in the night, when we observe the sky, we see many shiny objects. Some are bright and some are dull. Some are big, some are small. Some twinkles and some of them are just simply glow without any flicker. And along with them, we see moon in the different shape and sizes and different times. Let's see this picture and understand. As you know, the moonlight we see is actually the light of sun. This sunlight is only responsible for the moon's transformation from the full moon to the new moon and back again, which is also known as the phases of the moon or lunar cycle. So, when the moon is in the middle of the sun and the earth, the side of the moon which is faces to the earth does not receive the light and appears dark. This condition of the moon is known as new moon or amavasya, and as the moon moves gradually after 14 days or fourth night, as you can see, we can see the full moon or the Purnima. Hope you guys understand the difference between the full moon Purnima and the new moon Amavasya. Now get back to the topic again where we left. As we talked earlier, that we see the sun, the moon, and those shiny objects in the sky. So these shiny objects, the sun and the moon, they are called as celestial bodies. Some celestial bodies are very big and hot, so they are made up of gases. They have their own heat and light, which they emit a large amount. So that's because they are shining. So these celestial bodies are called as stars, and sun is also a star. Sometimes we wonder that countless twinkling stars in the sky are similar to sun, but we do not feel their heat or light. So why? It's just because they are very far away from us. Now let's talk about the constellation. Some of the stars form a particular pattern in the sky, which is called as or known as the constellation, in which Ursa Major or Big Bear is one of such constellation. In this constellation, we found a spoon or a question mark like pattern, which is called Saptarishi. It has a group of 7 stars, as you can see in this picture. Now let us know about the pole star. A pole star is a prominent star. Look at the 2 stars of Saptarishi, the last 2 stars of Saptarishi, and imagine a straight line passing through these stars and extend an imaginary line towards the north direction. What you can see, it's lead to a pole star. So it's always there at the same position because it's situated in the direction of earth axis, which appears to be stationary without any movement. So in the ancient time, when people don't know or they don't have any instrument to find out the direction, they used to take a help from the pole star. Pole star is also known as the North Star because it indicates the north direction. So let's recall I taught you about the constellation. What are constellation? So in the sky, various pattern formed by the different group of star. Various pattern formed by the different groups of star are called as the constellation. What is pole star? So pole star is also known as the North Star because it's always shine in the direction of north. Okay, so now come ahead to the new topic here. What they are saying, that some celestial bodies do not have their own heat or light. They are lit up by the stars. So such bodies are called as planets, like planet Earth. Okay, so the word planet comes from the Greek word planetai, which means wanderers. The earth on which we live is a planet, that everyone knows. Okay, so it gets all its heat and light from the sun, because sun is the nearest star. So if we look at the earth from the great distance, we can say from the moon itself, so it appears to be a shiny just like a moon. Our next topic is the solar system. So, the solar system is the name given to sun, all the planets that revolves around it, their satellites or moon, meteors, comets and asteroids. Okay, so in simple we can say the sun, the eight planets, satellite and the other celestial body like asteroids and the meteoroids, together they make the solar system, and the sun is the center of the solar system. On this page, you can see the diagram of solar system. There you can see the sun in the center, then the Mercury, then the Venus, then the Earth, then Mars, then these asteroid belts, then the Jupiter, then the Saturn, then the Uranus and the Neptune. So with the help of this diagram, you'll be able to understand that the sun is the center of this solar system. Why is it so? Because the sun, the planet and their satellites, they all have their own gravity of different strength, so they pull each other. Okay, and what's this is what which holds them and keeps them in a proper or a fixed place. Okay, so this is how they are functioning, because they are just holding each other with their gravitational pull. Okay, so now come on to the sun. So what is sun? As earlier I told you, sun is a big star. Okay, so sun is also at the center of the our solar system. It's huge, it's very big and made up of different gases, two different gases, which provides the immense heat. First is the hydrogen and the second is the helium. So sun is the ultimate source. Because of these two gases, the sun is the ultimate source of heat and light, which the sun is provide these planets or the our solar system. So, but because of its tremendous heat, we are just wondering that why can't we feel its tremendous heat? Because the sun is very, very far away from us. So, do you know what is the temperature of the sun? It's 5500 centigrade. Okay, so it's a 60 time of the boiling water. So and it is how far it is from the earth? So it's from the earth, the sun is 150 million kilometer far from the earth. So you'll be getting all these information from this diagram only. Just study thoroughly this diagram and you'll be getting all the main, main information of the solar system and their planets. Okay, so the sun, as I told you, it's a star, and it's the reason of the power and the light which it spread to the solar system, and it's also a reason that because of its gravity it's hold all the planets into our solar system. Okay, so now come on to the next topic, the planets. So there are 8 planets in our solar system, as I read earlier, like Mercury, then the Venus, then the Earth, then the Mars, then Jupiter, then the Saturn, then the Uranus, and the Neptune. So here also they have given one sentence from which you can learn easily all the name. So my very efficient mother just served us nuts. In this sentence, the first letter of every word is a starting letter of the planet in the proper order. Just Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and the Neptune. Okay. So all these 8 planets of the solar system move around the sun in the fixed path that calls our orbit, and which is elongated. Elongated means like thin and long. Okay, and the Mercury as my. Okay, Mercury is the nearest to the sun, and it takes only about 88 days to complete one round of its orbit. Orbit is a fixed path where they move around the sun. So this is the orbit where you can see in this picture. So this is the Mercury orbit, this is Venus orbit, and this is the Earth orbit. So like this way all the planets are having their own orbit to round, to take round of the sun. Okay, and they are having a different days, or they are taking the time, different time to complete one round of the sun. Just like Mercury takes 88 days. Venus is considered as the Earth twin because its size and shape, okay, which is totally similar to the Earth. So now there is a one more information for you. Like till August 2006, Pluto also considered as a planet. Okay. However, in the meeting of the International Astronomical Union, a decision was taken that the Pluto, like the other celestial objects discovered in the recent past, may called as a dwarf planet. So what is the dwarf planet? Dwarf planet, it's like very small, just like other satellites which don't considered as a planet. So these celestial objects which are very small, okay, they are considered as a dwarf planet. So the Earth is the third nearest planet. What is the first? So from this sentence just find it out which one is the first. Okay, so now the Earth is the third nearest planet on the sun, and the size, it is the fifth largest planet on the solar system. It is slightly flatter at the poles. That's why its shape is described as geoid. Now what is called as, just take example of orange. Orange is bulgy on the sides and a bit flat on the tops, so this shape is called as geoid shape. Okay, so Earth is also called a unique planet. Why is it so? Because the conditions are favorable to support the life over here. It is not too hot, not too cold. Okay, not too hot, not too cold, so people can survive easily. And it's also having the water, air, which is very essential for the survival. Okay, and it's also life supporting gases like oxygen. This is the reason why the Earth is called as the unique planet in the solar system. Now, from the outer space, the Earth appears like blue. Why it is? Because the two-third of the surface of Earth is covered with the water. That's because it's also known as the blue planet. So, reflection of the Earth from the upwards or from the moon, you can see it's looking like only blue. Okay. Now, come on to the moon. Our Earth has only one natural satellite, which is the moon. Its diameter is only one quarter of the Earth. Okay, it appears so big because it's the nearest to our planet. So we can say that it appears bigger than the other stars because it's nearest. So how far it is from the Earth? It's 384,400 kilometers from the Earth. Now the question occurs, what is a satellite? So satellite is a celestial body that moves around the planet in the same way the planets move around the sun. So there are two types of satellite. One is natural satellite like moon, and other is a human made satellite which is designed by the scientist to gather the information about the universe and for the communication. So some of the Indian satellites are NCERT, IRS, and the EduSat. Now coming back to the moon again. So moon takes 27 days to take one round of the earth, as well as 27 the same day only to take one round to spin on its axis. That's why only one side of the moon is visible from the earth. The moon condition is not favorable to support the life because sometimes during the daytimes it's very hot, very hot, and during the night time it's very much cold. And yeah, it's having the mountains, plains, depression as on its surface, as you can see from the earth also. Let's move towards the further topic, which is asteroids. So, what are asteroids? Asteroids are the small rocky airless fragments that orbits our sun, but they are too small to be called as a planets. Okay, so what they are saying, that these small fragments of the rocks which taking the round of the sun are called as asteroids. So one of the picture you can find out, uh, between the Mars and Jupiter over here in the diagram. So these belt which is between the Mars and the Jupiter, this one, this is called the asteroids belts. According to the scientists, these asteroids are the part of a planet which exploded many years back. Okay, now come on to the meteoroids. So, what are meteorites? The small piece of rock which moves around the sun are called meteorites. So, sometimes these meteorites come very near to Earth and tend to drop upon it. During this process, what happens, that due to friction of with the air, they get heated and burned, which causes flashing lights. Hence, they are called a shooting star also. Sometimes these meteorites are very big that drops on Earth's surface without being completely destroyed and creates a hollow types of structure. We discuss about the sun, the eight planet, the earth, the moon, the asteroids and the meteorites. So all together make the solar system. Our solar system is a part of the galaxy. Which galaxy? This is Akash Ganga or the Milky Way galaxy. In this picture, we can see a huge groups of star or celestial bodies which is creating a river-like structure which is known as Akash Ganga galaxy or Milky Way galaxy. So this Akash Ganga galaxy is a tiny part of our universe, okay? And our solar system is a tiny part of this Akash Ganga galaxy. Okay, so here in this diagram, you'll be able to understand. See, this is our universe. Under universe comes the Milky Way galaxy or the Akash Ganga galaxy. Under Akash Ganga galaxy comes the solar system, and in the solar system, our Earth comes. So, this is a beautiful diagram to make you understand or sum up this chapter. So, let's recall in this chapter we discuss about the celestial bodies, about the new moon and full moon, about sun, about earth and eight planets, about moon, about asteroids and the meteoroids, about the constellation and as well as the pole star. Hope you guys understand well. Hope you guys like this, and thank you for watching. Kindly like and subscribe. Your feedbacks are always valuable for me, so please give me feedback. Thank you so much for watching this.